Hey, thank you for tuning in to my channel. Thank you, Mama. Today I'm going to be making fried cabbage. As you can see, I got a head of cabbage right here, and I got my bowl, my cutting board, and a nice sharp knife that's going to get into this bad boy. So I'm going to make sauteed cabbage, fried cabbage is what we call it. You know, I'm from Maryland, so as you can see, I got my Chuck Brown T-shirt on today. And if you don't know who Chuck Brown is, he is the godfather of go-go. So go to his YouTube videos, look for Chuck Brown, godfather of go-go, listen to the music and groove to it. It's a lot of congos, and I love congo beats, so check it out. So here we go with the fried cabbage. Got my sharp knife, and I cut it on in half already because that was a process in itself. So what I'm going to do is try to cut the core off right here. Well, there's no try in it. I'm going to do it. Cut the core off here. And get rid of these two core pieces. And that's where the stem is. So in it goes. Now I'm going to cube it up into like maybe an inch and a half. So that is the goal. Now all pieces are not going to be that inch and a half going around. I washed these just now, and then once I do my 1.5 inch cuts of the cubes of the cabbage, I'm going to wash it again because some of this stuff is, I just see some residue of soil on it. And these green leaves over here, these are really nice, but see, some of the animals been bugs been eating into it, so I don't want those. So here we go. Okay, so hope you're able to see. So I have 1, 2, 3 cuts here, and so now I'm just going to make my 1.5 inch cubes. And when I do that, it looks like this. Okay. Put it in a bowl. If you have a big piece like this, cut it in half. There you go. Boop. Next. So you continue to do this until the whole head is cut. So I'm going to do that off camera. Be right back. I'm back. Now, the cabbage is in the sink draining. I left it in the sink in a bowl with water on top of all the little pieces that I cut. Now, an hour later, I'm rubbing and scrubbing, see if there's anything that needs to be scrubbed. And then I dumped it in my colander so it could drain. So now I decided, hey, I'm going to jazz up my fried cabbage, and I'm going to use some beef smoked sausage. My skillet is warming up, so I'm going to saute these first with some olive oil. Rinse this off, honey. I don't want to do the whole. It's like 2. I only want to do 1 because I just want the flavor. I'm going to freeze this part. Okay, so I'm just cutting them like in the little diagonals so have more surface to touch the oil and release the flavor of the smoked sausage. Now I'm going to put it in with the oil. Get my spoon. Now I have a spoon. Just going to saute that around and put the lid on, and that will render some of that goodness into that oil. So I have that smoke, so it will have a smoky taste. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, now that the sausage has a nice little brownness to it, I'm now going to put the cabbage into it. That has been draining in the sink in the colander. I took some of it out because it's a lot in the pan. So once it cooks down, I'll add the rest. I put my heat on low, medium. Low, medium. And in about 3 minutes, I'll put some water in it. And I heated the water in my microwave. It's going to be a cup of hot water that I'm going to add to this. I just want the cabbage to get the steaminess of it. This will need just a little bit of water, and I should put a half a cup in. I don't want a soupy fried cabbage, so I'll do a half a cup of hot water that I heat up in the microwave and put in here. After 3 minutes, I'll put my timer on the stove. So I'll be right back. That's the sound of the beep. All right, 3 minutes is up. So I have my hot water. You can see it's steaming. It's half a cup of hot water that I'm going to add to this. And now I'm going to season. I'm going to turn my heat down to 3. Medium heat was 4. So I want it down. I'm going to bring it down to like 3, maybe 3 for the rest of the process. Next, start with my seasoning. This is the seasoning salt that I'm going to do first. I don't want it overly salty, so I'm going to ease up on that. Next, I have my favorite garlic herb. No measurements, I just go as I want. I just know I didn't want a lot of salt. Next, pepper, black pepper. And I'll be careful with this. And last, red crushed pepper, just to give it a little kick. And what I do is I don't stir the seasoning right now with my spoon. No, I let it rest as is, put the lid on, and I check it in 10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes. We'll see if it's getting, the hardness is leaving, it's getting a little limp and all that with the cabbage pieces. So, 10 minutes, let's see what happens. That's the sound of the beep. All right, so, just seen a picture of what the cabbage looks like. So I'm gonna take my turner and I am going to turn and flip all of this goodness upside down. You know, I see them little sausages now. See the little sausage? All right, let's turn that off. All right. Now all that flavor, all the seasonings will go in to the rest of the cabbage. And I'm just gonna let this cook longer. It's getting a little bit looser now. The pieces are getting looser. They're getting looser. And that's a good thing. So I'm gonna do this for 10 more minutes and see what happens, okay? All right, so let me put my timer on for 10 more minutes. And my temperature is on 4. So I went back to low medium the whole time, then low 4. Okay, so low medium does this very well. Not low, just low medium. Because you don't want to burn your cabbage. Because don't nobody like burnt cabbage, baby. Nobody do like. Make it look pretty. No burns. Okay, all right. There's the sound of the beep again. All right, so 10 minutes has passed. And what we're going to do is turn it over. So as you can see, look at that, it looks so good. All right, so I noticed there are some pieces that just need more time because they're still hard. I see like this. Let me get this so you can see this. These layers need to come apart, so I'll use the cake turner to separate them so that this whole skillet can get cooked in the next 10 minutes. All right, so I just press into the leaf and they separate. All right, so this is my last 10 minutes. Trust and believe, I'll be doing a lot of things in between these 10 minutes, honey. I'll be staying busy, and that beep comes, I'll be right back on this skillet. So I'm just going to let this sit for another 10 minutes at low medium, which on my stove it's like number 4 out of 10. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Alrighty, and then we'll plate it up afterwards, okay? So you can see what it looks like. Last beep of the day. All right, the sound of the beep right there. Let me turn it off. All right, so that's the final 10 minutes. The rest, I turned this for the rest of the time. It could just sit on the stove and just cool down. The layers, the leaves of the cabbage will get tender at this time. But I'm gonna plate it up, and you're gonna see what it looks like. Okay. And it's all done. All right, now the taste test. Ooh, tender. It is tender. Oh goodness, I'm gonna enjoy this. And I hope you do too. If you do this fried cabbage, enjoy. Enjoy. In the meantime, you take care of you until we meet again. Bye-bye.